Okay, I thought my mic was unmuted because you started talking with me right away. That scared the shit out of me. Okay, let me refresh the stream. Is this it? Yep, very nice. Let's go to the console stream. Very nice. All right. Arceus is just a placeholder because I didn't have the time to finish setting up what I wanted to set up that I wanted to play today. I also wanted to confirm with Devin what his free day is. I don't know what his next free day is, and I didn't add him in the Discord, which is totally fine because he probably told me. You leveled Fisher to 100. I don't even touch Fisher until they add in the new Beast tribes. That is so wild to me. I could not. That could not be me. I'm sorry, Ash. I could not sit there and level fishing. Sorry, I would lose my fucking mind, but I'm happy for you. You see, that's what I mean. You put your nose to the grindstone. I don't know why you don't level up more classes. Seriously, I didn't even do my expert roulette today. I gotta do it later tonight. I used ocean fishing. Oh, maybe that is fast. When I was leveling Fisher for the first one or two expansions, we didn't have ocean fishing. I forget when that was added. I just never did it. You remember the only time I ever did ocean fishing was when you were like, "Hey, let's do it." I even have it unlocked. So yeah. Anyway, today we have 3 Pokemon to work through. Mantine, Rotom, and Abomasnow. Now, Ash, on Sunday, I will need your help trading the fossil Pokemon, okay? So on Sunday, we're going to play this again. I will need your help with the fossils, because I'm going to trade them then. I'm not going to trade them now. I don't have them set up. So, let's do it. Alright. So I need to do Mantine, we need to do Air Slash, and... What was it? Air Slash and Double Edge? What's the other Pokemon we have? Let's see. Abomasnow is at the end. Blizzard, Woodhammer, and a combined 70 strong styles, so we're going to have to do extra. So Blizzard and Woodhammer is what? Ice and grass? So if we find like a lot of ground types, that could be good, right? I feel like we get the Blizzards. I think we have to go to Cobalt. I think Cobalt's probably the best place because it has just the best variety. And then Rotom is just Rotom. There's not really much to add. We just use Thundershock and a bunch of other moves. So I'm not really too worried about Rotom. I think we just go to Cobalt. Like, I'm just completely serious. Let's start on Abomasnow and then we'll work our way around. Why not try him tonight? Because I had this plan for today, the next stream. I don't have the Pokemon ready. I'll organize it after this. I just don't have it ready right now. And I'd rather get started. What the fuck? Alright, that's mildly terrifying. I'm just gonna sleep. I'm just gonna sleep. Plus, it's not a big deal. If we do it on Sunday, cool. If we don't do it on Sunday, it's not a huge deal. I'm not gonna lose my mind. It doesn't have to be done in this really ridiculous order. If it is, great. If not, whatever. It ain't that big of a deal. I'm pretty chill about things like that now. So it's not like the end of the world or something. Alright. Same as before. Strong style. We fight Pokemon that Abomasnow is faster than, and then we just hopefully get a lot of credit. Blizzard. I did not put on Woodhammer. So fortunately I had the move I needed, at least one of them. We have to use 70. This is actually, I think, the first Pokemon, besides maybe like Lucario, that has a 70 move usage that I've actually started to work on. So that's going to be very fun. There you go. Wow, what great move diversity this Pokemon has, huh? Fantastic. And this is why Ice types are the best type. If you've never played Pokemon, Ice types are the best type. Seriously. I wouldn't lie to you about this. Ice types are fantastic. Defensively, offensively, speed-wise, HP-wise, this is a fantastic type. They need to nerf it, actually. It's too strong. Anyway. I'm proud of you getting better at 14. That's good. That's something that I have talked at length with many people about the game, is improving yourself and improving skills. It's not easy. Oh, fuck off. What is it, 85? Well, I might as well just see if I could get one usage of... Oh! I'm not high enough level to... Oh my god, we're gonna be here for the rest of my life. I'm gonna die trying to level this fucking thing, bro. Honestly, I'm gonna really briefly... I'm gonna really briefly look up exactly what level it learns. Where is it? If I level up. What is it, Gen 8? Woodhammer gets mastery at 54? Oh, fuck off, dude. Oh, this sucks. This is like one of the worst things that I've done in a while. Where can you find a high-level Abomasnow? Is there a high-level Abomasnow that you could catch? Oh, this sucks. This sucks. I don't know what that angry face is supposed to represent, but I'm sorry it happened to you, or congratulations. Do I not have a higher level one? Dude. The only reason I say this is because, like, 8 levels is not... That's not the play. Do we have a higher level one? Please say yes. Oh, thankfully. And it even knows a cool move. Alright, goodbye. Well, that was simple. We have to level both. Fuck this Pokemon. No one likes this Pokemon. No one uses this Pokemon. Because ice types are too powerful. It will be unfair. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Very nice. I love Pokemon, obviously. Okay. Perfect. And it's a... Dude, like, look. The accuracy shit, this is why, like, I wish you could hold items, like, genuinely. It's just so annoying that you can't hold, like, a scope or something to raise your accuracy. It becomes a 90% chance to hit, and we're still missing it like crazy. I'm sorry, that's absolutely absurd. It drives me up a fucking cliff. I hate that. I hate moves that don't have 100% accuracy. I know that's a part of the game, but that's why I just don't like to use moves that don't. Because every time I gamble it, I get fucked, and I hate it. And then I'm not having fun. What was I doing? Nothing. Nothing, actually. Hello, Devin. Devin, I have to ask, what is a... He's gonna run now. I have to throw the sticky globs at every Pokemon. Oh, no. Okay. Thank you. Don't miss. Fuck, dude! Like, can you not? Like, seriously, man. Are you fucking kidding me? I've missed, like, 3 90% in a row. 3. I just started. The stream is, like, 4 minutes old. And I just started and I missed... Oh, fuck, dude. My luck is dog shit, dude. My luck fucking sucks. I hate this. This is the shit that makes this not fun. No, I'm just gonna throw sticky globs. I don't care. I'm gonna waste my fucking money. And I don't give a shit. I really don't. I really don't give a shit. What was I'm so angry I can't even remember what I was gonna do. Here we go. I'm gonna change this. This is why I don't like to do... This is why I don't like this shit. But whatever. It is what it is. I know what I signed up for, as always. And the only thing that keeps me going is the sweet, sweet freedom I will soon have. I won't be the first person in the world to do this, but legitimately I might be one of the first 100. And that alone will make me stupidly happy. That alone will make it all worth it, that I legitimately, through no external methods other than trading, which is a valid part of the game, mastered the decks in this game. That's going to be my life. All right, yeah, the anti-luck will boost my luck. All right, well, while I have you here, Devin, what's your next free day? I wasn't sure. I forget what days you say you're off, because I have a mystery stream planned, and I think you're going to really, really, really like it. So I want to make sure it's a free day that you have. You can give me your undivided viewership for a few hours. Ash will like it, of course, because Ash likes all my content. I miss... Oh my fucking god, dude. I have missed 4 90%. This is worse than Fire Emblem right now. I have better odds than Fire Emblem. At least that's a one-shot. Sure, I'll take it. Look how much damage I did. Dude, nobody mastered this Pokemon. I don't care what statistics or whatever bullshit. No one did this. These are all people hack this. No one did this shit. I'm the only idiot stupid enough to fucking do this. Seriously. I'm also free today. Yeah, I figured. I figured, but since I set this one up, I'm going to let you all know this right now. Tomorrow, I'm not going to commit to it, but tomorrow we will have a stream that will make every other stream I have ever done look like child's play. I mean that. We're gonna just go balls to the wall, off the fucking cliff. You're just gonna have to sit back and wait around until tomorrow at around... Fuck, we could start early tomorrow. So look, once we get around 7 p.m. Eastern, keep an eye out. This stream is gonna be so fucking epic. You're gonna remember this day. You're gonna remember tomorrow, not today. Unless you remember that I said tomorrow will be the day. You're gonna remember tomorrow in your mind for the rest of your life. You're gonna be on your deathbed. You're gonna be on your deathbed. Your final thought won't be of your loved ones. It will be of that day that Spray and Pray did a stream that you had no idea what the fuck it was and you were blown away. Okay, that was grim. That was very grim. You're gonna be laying there, fucked up, dying. Nah, it's too grim, it's too grim, it's too grim. It's too grim, I'm sorry, I can't do it, can't do it. I have to somewhat pretend to be, you know, a nice guy, I guess. Sometimes you just wanna, dead serious, ping me on Discord. I'm not gonna repeat it, I'm gonna give you one ping, I'll give you the stream ping, and I'll give you a personal ping. Oh yes, you're gonna like it. Give me another 24 hours, not even, to set it up. You're gonna like it. It's not 14. It's not PvP. It's nothing to do with 14. It is a game I have never played for the channel. Never played it before. It is not Avatar. It is not Rise of Ronin. My apologies, Ash. You will have to... I'm going to record those games. They will not be streamed. It's going to be wild. And it may even be boring. But it will definitely be unexpected. Yeah, my death for a lifetime of memes flashing through my mind. A lifetime of memes. No, it's not Persona. I shouldn't even tell you what it is or isn't. I'm actually kind of ruining the surprise. I'm narrowing it down. It's not a game I have played on the channel. No. I have never recorded this game, uploaded or not. So it is not a game I have recorded and not uploaded. No. It is something completely new I have never played for the channel. It is not 14. This is not an April Fool's joke. Do I have to reload? Yes. Where'd the Starly go? Is it underwater again? I think that's poor Starly is drowning again. And there's nothing I could do to help it. I was watching my Skyrim. I never did Dark Brotherhood. I didn't? Oh. Well, that's something that we definitely have to go back to. Oh yeah, I gotta bring back Fallout. Fallout will return. Since I'm having a lapse of everything. I'm assuming that Fallout is what we want to do over Skyrim. So I'm going to bring back Fallout first because I have a little bit of a vested interest in it. Let me get set up with my new desk that I'm going to use. And then I will 100% get back to that. I mean, maybe I'll just do it beforehand and I'll just have to rewire everything on the fly. Because I'm going to rewire all my consoles one final time. Because I bought a new HDMI switch. Because right now the ones I use are only 5 inputs and 1 output. I bought a 7 input and a 1 output. So now I'm still going to have to use, you know, 2 different HDMI switches. But ideally, I could keep one of them unplugged and just unused. Because, like, let's be fair. How many consoles do I play on a regular basis on this channel? What? Switch, Wii U, PS4, PS5, PS3, Series X, right? That's 6. And then 7, I guess, is the basic Wii, right? You know? So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I missed. It was funny seeing myself trying to remind myself to keep telling him over his playthrough. I never did it, and he forgot. Oh, it was doomed. It was doomed from the start, then. Is it from a game series, or is it standalone? Listen, I'm not going to give it away. The only thing I will tell you is that it's not Cabela. It's not Persona, because I already said it. Persona has to go on a different channel. I'm sorry, Atlas is too crazy with their strikes. I'm sorry. Atlas is a little bit too wild. They're a little bit crazy with how they strike people years after the fact. It's very inconsistent. It's one of my least favorite parts of playing any Atlas game. But for some reason, Catherine and Tokyo Mirage Sessions were exempt, and I'm okay with that. That's all. Inarguably the best questline in the game. Well, when we go back to Skyrim, I'm more than happy to dick around. You know, we'll bring him back. Wait, where did it go? What? I'm under attack, and I don't even know where it is. Where did it go? Dude, there was a Star Raptor, and it's gone. But the game is acting like it's still here. Where the fuck? I am very confused. There it is. I was just over there. That is so weird. I don't know why it... Okay, whatever. It doesn't really matter. I know what game I'm playing. At this point, I play this game. I know what I'm getting myself into. Ash, I'm not answering any more trivia. The more I talk about it, the worse it'll be. You gotta tune in tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do Fallout 4 first. In fact, I'll schedule Fallout 4 for next week. Absolutely. I gotta update. I gotta download all the videos I've made. I gotta update my backups, in plural. Gotta update my backups. And, yeah, then that'll be good. I gotta make new thumbnails for stuff, too. I don't even know if I made thumbnails for Luigi's Mansion, which I might try to play a little bit of tonight, because I barely got to play it, and then I got sidetracked, and then I just didn't get back to it, because I'm very lazy and very unmotivated. My apologies. We did most of the stuff that was good. We need to do DLC. Alright, so then that keeps it simple, then. Maybe we'll have one stream, you know, let's go back, let's talk to some people, let's dick around or whatever, and then we'll go do the DLC, right? And then Far Harbor. I'm totally cool with that. Maybe we have, you know, a couple streams here and there. So maybe I'll move Fallout to Wednesdays, I think. We'll see what days work for Devin, because I know that Devin and obviously Viff would want to join in on that. That was like part of the whole fun of it. Very nice. That's exactly what I need to do. You have to aim up. The hitbox is like kind of above them a little bit. Yeah, and then like I said, we're going to go to Fallout, Skyrim, and then we're going to work our way back. I kind of want to play Fallout 3 because I haven't played Fallout 3 in over a decade. And then after that, I want to play New Vegas. I'm still sticking to that plan, yes. Luckily, like I said, there's no games really coming out this year. So there's only 2, and the other series I want to really dick around with is Assassin's Creed. I'm pretty sure Assassin's Creed 2 does not have nudity. I'm fairly certain it does not. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 90% certain I don't think there's anything crazy in Assassin's Creed. I don't know why I'm thinking that. And then that way I could actually play the Ezio trilogy again, because I haven't played that in many, many years. So yes, maybe that's what we'll probably try to weave in. Donkey Kong will finish up. Stuff like that. In fact, do I have... Oh, good fucking God. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, no. Still need to find a day to do Ash's stuff. Oh, that's Sunday. That's Sunday. Unless you're talking about the 14 stuff, that will happen at some point. I don't know when I'm going to stream 14 again. I think it's safe to say, without really getting too in-depth about it, that everyone who is an active viewer of my channel, all like 5 or 6 or 10 of you, definitely got inundated with 14 content. If you didn't like it, there wasn't really much to watch on this channel for a little bit. My apologies, and that's why we're done now with 14 content. Right? So hopefully that's like a good trade-off. We will have a 14 stream that isn't a role quest. I just don't know when that will be. I'm just gonna, you know what I mean? Like, if anything, I'd rather make progress on Arceus, because Arceus, we're getting to that point where there's not a lot of Pokemon left. I don't know how often you all have checked out the Google document, but there's really not a lot left in the Arceus streams at all. Like, that's why I'm mopping up these 3 Pokemon. And after these 3 Pokemon, it's the fossil Pokemon. And then after that, it's just the story Pokemon, and then the Gen 4 Evos. Evos? No one's ever called it an Evo before. It's Evo. Evolution, not Evo. Well, do some people say evolution, right? Evolution. But I guess with regards to Pokemon, we say evolution. Right? Am I losing my mind? People say evolution. Maybe it's like one of those like potato things. Maybe like the British say it one way, and then we say it another way. Am I losing my mind? Maybe, but hopefully I do it in a very funny way that gets me 1 million subscribers before I terminate. That would be kind of funny. Oh, that hurts. Oh no, that really fucking hurts. Can you not? Alright, I'm banking it all on this. 10% chance I die horrifically. Alright, we're good. Kind of float around, and we'll occasionally, and you occasionally will play games I really like. Absolutely. And that's what I want to do to increase viewership. The goal is to increase viewership, folks. I might not always do it successfully, but that is the goal. No goals, just up. Whether it's on Twitch or YouTube. Oh, I did not put on the correct move. Very nice. I would say or spell anything. It all depends on the region. People saying, yeah, that's what I believe, but I don't know. I feel like, do we say it differently for Pokemon? Theory of evolution, right? But I feel like people say evolution. Do they? Not. This is one of those like Berenstain Bears things. Now I feel like I gotta reconsider. You ever look at a word so long or say it enough times it just starts to sound weird? That's where I'm at right now. I'm not having a fun time with that. Alright, what was Mantine again? Agile style. Okay, good thing I looked. We need to use air slash agile style. There should be plenty of bug types, at least a couple. And if not, we could go fight Skorupies, which are also part bug type. What? Dude, my luck is in the negatives. That was a 95% chance to hit, and I rolled the 5%. There was no fog. I just flat out missed it. This is why I'm not going back to Fire Emblem. As much as I'd love to replay Golden Deer, I'm going to save that for next year. Maybe I'll be luckier in 2025. Because I know I'm going to play it, and I'm going to miss a really easy move that would finish. Because I'm thinking I might play it on, like, hard or something. Because I already played the game through 5 times on normal. So maybe I'll play it on hard just to give myself extra challenge. Which, by the way, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to regret that. I'm going to not have fun. I'm going to fucking lose. I'm going to get completely stuffed. Especially since with Fire Emblem, you kind of want to do deathless runs, you know? It's not like XCOM where characters are kind of just expendable, you know? Even though they're like, they serve a purpose in your squad or whatever. Like, you do care about the people in Fire Emblem. I do like getting everyone to that good, happy ending. Everyone's celebrating. Everyone's happy. You know, these characters are all like, oh, I really love you. You complete me. And then all the other weird stuff. My matchmaking skills are terrible, as always. But I'm a Let's Player, not a matchmaker. Alright. There should be some bugs over here. That's how language evolves. The first one, people create random words of random pronunciation, then spell a random way. Yeah, and then they see words, and then they inherit words from, like, other people in other languages, and then they just say it differently. Trust me, my family is from the South. Well, 2 generations ago, which, in fairness, was a long, long, long time ago. Let's be completely honest here. 2 generations ago was the 20s. The 20s was a completely different era of everything. I'm not going to get into a history lesson. Okay, but leave the match. No. I have to do it. It's my way. I have to do it. It'll be bad. That's why it's going to be funny. We have to pair up people that literally just don't go well together. That's part of the fun. I reserve that right. Wait, what Pokemon am I using? Oh, you. I reserve that right as the playthrougher. Okay. So yeah, I'm thinking that maybe Monday we do Assassin's Creed, Wednesday we do Pokemon. I'm sorry, Fallout. And then Donkey Kong could probably get wedged in somewhere. Maybe Friday, maybe Saturday. I'll think about it. Oh my god, dude. How am I rolling 5%? Dude, I will legitimately play other games and never roll a 5%. Dude, fudge the fucking roll. I don't care anymore. Cheat. I've never seen a game hate me so much. Ever. Like, we're not even doing anything. We're not even, like, in a tense battle, an epic final conclusion. I'm just getting screwed. I'm just getting screwed. Hidden modifier? Yeah, it's called This Game Sucks. This is probably one of my most streamed games. That doesn't mean I like it. I play games I hate. Was that a shiny? I don't think so. Alright. If a shiny shows up, and I don't say anything, or I don't mention it, or I don't, you know, like, do the soy boy, like, screaming to the gods above, you have my permission to spam the fuck out of my chat. Because if I miss a shiny, and someone, like, watches back this video, or is watching the stream, and is like, yo, you missed a shiny, I will never live that down. So you have my, everyone has my permission. I saw a post a while ago asking people if they've invested thousands of hours into a game only to not recommend it. I mean, I would recommend this game. I don't recommend completing it. I recommend beating the story and maybe completing the decks. That's about it. Because there's actually story to be gained from completing the decks. So that's why I would say complete the decks in this game. It is basically intended by the game developers that you complete the decks to rank 10. Everything else? No! Do not do it. Do not do it. Do not do this. This is like, there's nothing to get. There's not even like a secret message from the developer. You know, like there's not even like a video that I could get where Morimoto and Masuda sit there and talk about why Dexit was a good thing and why I'm a piece of shit and a no-life for trying to even complete this. And then they laugh and then the video ends and then they delete my save data and brick my Switch. They don't even do that. They were talking about games with tons of microtransactions that you still have to invest hours every day into just to barely progress your rank. That was actually X-Defiant back when I was playing it like a few weeks ago. X-Defiant was exactly that. And look, I get it, right? Like, I used to sit around and play Call of Duty nonstop, right? Like, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I didn't. I used to love Call of Duty back in the Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 days. That was like a straight 4-year period where all I did was play Call of Duty as like my extra bonus stuff. In fact, there's a little bit of footage of me playing some stuff. Now, most of my stuff, I know it's foggy now, that's fine. Now, most of my stuff, in fairness, was done. I didn't have the technology to record and stream at the same time. Or, I'm sorry, record and... Like, I could record single-player games, because you could always just pause a single-player game. My whole setup was so ghetto. It was so ghetto. It wasn't until Ground Zeroes I actually had a television, and I would split the stream so I could get no delay. Nowadays, OBS has no delay. It's completely different now compared to what it was a few years ago. A few years ago, your video capture software was delayed by like a second. Like, just flat out delayed. But sometimes it would desync more and more as you recorded. It would get to like 2, maybe 3 second delays on anything you do. Nowadays, that doesn't happen. But nowadays, I just have more money so I could afford a TV. Well, this TV is 10 years old, and it does 1080p tops. So I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm looking at a 4K television. Let me be also honest about that. We're all adults here. Yes. You get my point, though. Hopefully, maybe. The point is I couldn't really record COD and play, because, you know, you play online, it's kind of like a split-second thing, right? You gotta, you know, whatever you gotta do. You know, whether it's dodging, running out, pushing, falling back, whatever. Someone runs through a door. It's very hard to do that with a second of delay on every action you take. And I used to love my Dazzle. My Dazzle was great. Without it, I wouldn't have any of those early playthroughs. But I'm also going to be honest with you. They were early playthroughs for a reason. And that's why. But yeah, I used to love COD. And COD would make you do some of the... COD would make you do some of the dumbest shit, too. And I missed. Nowadays, people... I don't know. This is why I don't get into gacha. I don't know how much all of you are following Call of Duty. But they already confirmed that COD Modern Warfare, or COD Blop 6 will not allow you to import your skins. And that's why I don't buy skins for games. Seriously. I don't buy skins for games because I missed again. I don't buy skins for games because inevitably they're going to be like, yeah, no more skins. And to me, that's just stupid. I don't know. I just... What's the point of buying skins for a game and then the game goes away? You know? Now, granted, you could argue... Well, I mean, I just don't buy skins in almost anything. I don't really use microtransactions like that. But, like, the safest games to buy skins in are the MMOs, League and Valorant, Counter-Strike, and Fortnite. Those are the safest games because they're just not going anywhere. Every other game, I just don't even bother. So, like, they could have imported those skins for COD. They could have renewed the licenses or done whatever and, you know, done it to make people happy. Hell, that would have even been, like, a good thing to do. Always kids willing to take their parents away to buy. So it's also just adults. Like, I'm not gonna lie, some of those skins are dope. Homelander in Modern Warfare 3 is fire. Or in Modern Warfare 2 and 3, that's fire. That's a crazy skin. Snoop Dogg, my friend has it. Snoop Dogg is a crazy skin. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. That shit is cool. But the reason why I didn't buy it was in the game itself is because I said, well, I don't know if these skins are gonna carry over to Blop 6, and they weren't. Play the sound clip. Oh, I don't have, my soundboard isn't working. I don't have any of the sound clips set up. I'm sorry. I'd have to find the YouTube video, which isn't impossible, but it would be a trip. I need milk! Give me milk! Next level. That skin is so good. That skin is so fucking good. It's one of the best skins I've ever seen in a video game is Homelander. It looks just like him. It sounds just like him. Because it is him. I mean, in fairness. But, you know, the likeness to the character was perfectly translated into Call of Duty. Perfectly. Snoop Dogg can use Homelander's execution. Why? Who knows? Who knows why Snoop Dogg can use laser vision to kill his enemies? No idea. No fucking clue why that happened. But they let it happen. And now they're just all gonna go away. And to me, that's just lame. These games are on close enough engines. It just feels like a cop-out. It feels like they weren't going to have skins important to Modern Warfare 3 because they, again, weren't supposed to release a game last year. And then they did, and they were like, okay, well, because we said MW2 was a 2-year game, we'll just give you all, we'll carry over your skins. It really felt like Modern Warfare 3, if you know anything about the campaign, it's just like shitty Warzone missions. So there definitely was something where they were like, nah, we need to return some money this year. And that's what they did. It sucks. But that's exactly why I will never buy skins and all this other bullshit. Even when Overwatch was around, I didn't buy any I think I bought maybe 1 or 2 things because I thought, because Overwatch, in fairness, you could have gotten away with that. But then I was like, yeah, this is a waste of money. I didn't get anything I wanted. And that sealed it for me. And that was like, at this point, 8 years ago. And I just don't care anymore. I don't want to buy any of that shit. I've had people gift me stuff. I had one of my friends on 14 gift me some outfit. And I told them that, no, you don't have to do that. They were so nice. I forget who it was. I wonder if they even still have me on Discord. I really do. I really do wonder if they even still have me on Discord. I used to, like I said, I play with a lot of people on 14. And I got no problem with that. That's part of the fun of it. Still angers me. Overwatch 2 is so dang shameless. I mean, look, if I could tell you that Blizzard used to be the kings of content, would you believe me? Like, back in the day, Blizzard could just drop anything and it was just god tier. World of Warcraft was literally peak. Like I'm not even, like, shit posting or whatever. Like, oh my god, are you serious? Should we even do this? Do we even, yeah, I guess we'll do it. Fuck it, why not? There was a time when World of Warcraft was quite literally, like, state-of-the-art. There was no other game like it on the planet with a world map that big. How many games today even have a world map as big as Kalimdor or Eastern Kingdoms, you know? WoW set the stage for at least 2 or 3 other games to really capitalize on it. It's really crazy how much they did back in the day with basically without even knowing, or well, they didn't know. Let's be fair here. They were very good at what they did. That's why it was so successful. That's why it's still around. Overwatch from the get-go has just been a complete disaster. Both Overwatch League and Overwatch the game itself. It's just been just sad. You watch them revitalize StarCraft for like 8 years with StarCraft 2. You know, you sit there and you watch them basically bring back this dead and dying franchise, or not dead and dying, but you know, this ancient franchise hasn't had a release in over a decade and some change. They bring it back, it looks crisp, it's fresh, it's pushing graphic standards. Overwatch, in my opinion, wants to be too many things at once. It doesn't really know what it wants to be. It wants to kind of have MOBA style lanes. It wants to take stuff from other games that they've made, right? They want to have, you know, their family-friendly diversity Pixar bullshit in it, but at the same time, then they also don't want to balance the game and make it just a free fuck-around game, because they know they need people to seriously hardcore play it. They know they need people to hardcore play Overwatch, but then they at the time, they didn't want to balance it. And that's why you had games where you would queue in, all of you are DPS players, you lose the game because someone has to play tank. And they fought tooth and nail to not have roll queue in that game for some reason. And then one day they just put it in, and the game became better. Why? Because now you have roll queue, just like 14, just like World of Warcraft. They already had games that ran these systems, and they just didn't want to bring it back. Now, granted, Overwatch 2, dude, I cannot hit this at all. This is ridiculous. Overwatch 2, they did lie about that single-player bullshit. I don't know. Like, that's why it's hard to trust Blizzard now. Like, WoW is okay. StarCraft is effectively done, unless they make a new game, which I don't see how they could continue this story. They left it off pretty definitively. So that's what I'm saying. Like, what are they going to do now? Diablo is whatever. I didn't play Diablo 4. I didn't really care much. So I'm okay on that. It's not a huge deal to me to play Diablo. So I don't know. But like I said, there used to be Blizzard, you could just drop anything. And it would just be no questions asked. It would be a quality game, whether you were into it or not. Like, I really want to emphasize, WoW at its peak, at its heyday, was like one of the most, like, talked about advanced games out there. It was so crazy good. They had everything going for them to make Overwatch an amazing game. They just needed to balance it. They didn't even have to go as hard as StarCraft. But they just needed to balance it, and they did not want to. And then now this just feels they put it on Steam. That didn't do anything. The game just gets downvoted to hell, right? Like, you can't even buy the skins you want directly. There's just so much shit I don't like about it, and that's part of the thing I don't like about modern games. Destiny, The Division, they all did the same shit to varying degrees. They didn't let you import stuff from the old game. That's why I stopped playing Division. I'd still play Division 2. There was no reason to release a new Division game, period. At all. It's just like, hey, all those people that put tons of time and tons of hours into Division 1, let's just dumpster it. Like, all they had to do was add new maps. New maps, new modes. You could call it Division 2. You know, at least Overwatch lets you keep the skins. Even the ones that are related to those Overwatch League players that were talking to minors. Like, seriously, they let you keep them. You paid for them. They let you keep them. You can't buy them anymore. They'll never make them on sale again. I think Overwatch League is done anyway. But even the skins where it was like this person was talking to a minor, they let you keep them. It's crazy. And then Division and Destiny came and give you a little bit of a fucking handshake, bro. And that's why I will never buy... That's why I'm just never gonna buy skins. What? Come back, come back. Buying skins to me is like signing away money to the abyss for nothing. Oh shit, it's strong style. I fucked up. It's strong style on a Mama Snow. Oops. That's not good. That was a mistake. I guess it'll let me stop using Blizzard. I could start using another move. But, you know, that's still a mistake. A mistake is a mistake. But yeah, I don't know. Overwatch 2, I just didn't care. I was at a point where I just didn't care anymore. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. You can only fuck around with something so much, and then eventually I was burnt out. Now I know there's still people playing it. The game is still robust. It's got people on it, so it's not like the game is going anywhere. But that's why I stopped. I got sick of, and Blizzard will always do this thing where they'll have some controversy and then they'll distract from it by releasing, like, here's our new LGBT, you know, character or something. And it just happened too much. It just left a bad taste in my mouth. You get to a point, I'm just like, yeah, fuck off. And I know every company sucks to varying degrees, but, like, you know, you get to a point, it's like, come on, bro. People told them for years you should put roll queue. People told them for years you need to balance rolls and stuff, and they didn't care. As long as the loot box money was coming in, they didn't give a fuck. You know, don't worry, Light-Minded. Tomorrow's stream is going to be a special stream. It's going to be different. It's going to be something you would not expect. It's not going to be Donkey Kong. My apologies for delaying Donkey Kong the way I have. I think I'm going to move Donkey Kong to Friday. It'll be earlier on Friday, though, because I'm going to, or maybe I'll move it to, I should move Donkey Kong to Tuesdays. I think Tuesday will be a good day. Oh, fuck. Am I going to... Alright, we're good. Don't worry. I think Tuesday evenings will probably be a little better anyway. And it's sad, too, because I know I haven't done a podcast episode in, like, a couple months since the Sweet Baby shit, but the devs that made Alone in the Dark, they went under, unfortunately. I'm really sad by that, because I genuinely, like, was thinking to myself, like, damn, they got something really cooking here. If they just refine it a little bit, they could really go somewhere with this. And unfortunately, they just didn't make enough money off it, which makes me really sad, you know? I thought THQ Nordic had that shit under wraps. Like, they intentionally have games that are just, you know, they're underperformers, basically. I thought they had that under control. And they very clearly do not, which makes me really sad. Yeah, no worries, Devin. See you tomorrow. What level did I leave off on Donkey Kong Country 3? I have no idea. You're gonna have to look on the stream. I have no idea. Just really, really sad, because I really liked what they did. I thought it was a good start to revitalizing this ailing franchise. I just think Alone in the Dark is just a franchise that it's memorable for what it was, and, like, I don't even think that they did something that terrible. I just think they overcharged it. I think it should have been a completely different style of game, or a completely different amount of money. I think it needed to lean more into Resident Evil, honestly. Just very disappointing to see that happen. Just very sad. Very unfortunate. Because you know, you just know that someone on the dev team put a lot of effort into making that game. You know, with all the little references and stuff, and you know, it's just unfortunate. Like, who's gonna take a swing at Alone in the Dark next? I have no idea. And honestly, like, you have to ask yourself, well, is it even worth having someone take a swing at it? But yeah, so Alright, does Tuesday work for you, light-minded? I guess I'll just ask while I wait. Does Tuesday work for you? Okay, back out of my own stream. Oh, Firefox is so nice. I can actually back out of my own stream. Okay. Let's see. What do I have this set for again? The 11th? That's, okay, so we'll move this to Tuesday. What else did I say I was gonna play? I don't know if I have Fallout 4 thumbnails ready. I don't even have my actual thing set up, do I? I think I would legitimately have to reuse settings and then rename it to the Fallout footage, which is gonna be really funny. Alright, okay, so it'll work, hopefully. Fallout 4. Oh, I haven't uploaded a Fallout video in over a decade. I have to go to live. There we go. Fallout 4 playthrough, part 29, the finale. We will copy that. We'll paste it here. We will copy nothing. We will copy nothing else. We will delete this. Alright. We will change the thumbnail. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What level you have lightning trying to strike you? You do not want to be in the water? Oh my god! I'm gonna suffer so much. I hate it. What was I doing again? Fallout. There we go. Fallout. How many thumbnails did I make for Fallout? Oh, I made 100? Perfect. We are not hitting 100 streams of Fallout. That is not happening. Fallout 4. And this will be part 30. Long time no stream. I gotta think of a better catchphrase, honestly. You know what I really should do that I just thought of? I should link the actual playlist in the description of a stream. I'll start doing that. I'm not going to do it for Fallout, but I'll start doing that for other games. And I should start streaming a little bit earlier because I do have the time. So I should actually also do that as well. Okay. Alright, we don't need any Pokemon here. We're just gonna pick up items. This is some of the only place you could get these items, so that's why whenever it spawns, it's just worth going to do. Because this is the only place you could get some of these items, the shards and everything. Now, you could argue, but Spray, you don't really need these items. Sure, but, you know, just in case, you never know what might happen. If it spawns, you might as well just do it. Just take a minute or two just to run around and grab it. The only problem is that when you spawn really far away from it, it takes a really long time to initiate. But whatever, it is what it is. These streams are meant to be more like relaxed and exciting and fun and cool. And, you know, people come in and then they talk about their day, right? Which I'm sure that everyone had a wonderful day. Remember to smile. You have beautiful smiles, all of you. Okay. I cannot run a positivity channel, sorry. If I could, I would run an ASMR channel 100%. I think that would be stupidly funny. Do like random weird like sound effects. But that'll never happen. That's too much effort, and I'm not buying a 3DO mic. All right, are we good? We done? Plus, I think guy ASMR channels don't really do that well. I think there's a couple that do okay. Okay, we're good. We're done. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to grab all those items real fast. I mean, hey, no one can say that this game does not have a crazy amount of content for what it's worth, alright? No one can say that. Pikmin! Yeah, I totally forgot all about fucking Pikmin. Oh my god. I guess I'll play Pikmin on Saturday. Yeah, I guess I'll play Pikmin this Saturday. I totally forgot about Pikmin, the challenge mode stuff. What's a good time to start a stream on Saturday? Let's do 6 p.m. I'm not gonna remember this, so someone's gonna have to remind me. Oh, and I put Ghostbusters here too? Oh, fuck. This is awful. I have more streams than things to do. And now I just locked up... No, I didn't. Okay. So what's today? The 10th? What's... Tomorrow's the mystery stream. The 12th is Friday. What am I doing on Friday? I have no idea. Actually, what am I doing on Friday? I have no idea. Huh, okay. I guess I'll figure it out. I have no idea what I'm doing on Friday. I'm free all day, both Saturday and Sunday. Maybe we'll do Donkey Kong then. See if we could just do 2 streams of Donkey Kong and get it done and dusted. Maybe that's what I'll do instead. And then we can move Pikmin to some other day. Did I say Pikmin was on Monday? Oh yeah, maybe that's what I'll do then. I'll figure it out. I'll shoot the shit. Because where did I move? What's the 16th? That's Tuesday? Alright, then let's move this. We'll swap positions then. This will be the last thing I update while I'm actually streaming. We'll play Donkey Kong. Good fucking god, that is loud. We'll play Donkey Kong at 6 p.m. on Saturday. I will tentatively leave Sunday open, and I will move Pikmin to Tuesday. Just so that way, if anyone can't make Pikmin, don't worry. It's Pikmin. It's just a bunch of plants being eaten viciously. I'm assuming you're not doing optional levels? No, yes, you are assuming correctly. I'm just beating the game vanilla. You are correct. What is Mantine's Agile style count? I think it's only 25, I'm pretty sure. Look at that in the background. That's actually really cool that you could see it in the background like that. I really like that. That's actually one of the coolest touches that they have in this game. Is that you could see the bubble in the background. The actual distortions. Oh my god. I'm in hell whenever I play this game exclusively. Alright. How's it coming along for Mantine? Okay, we're at 25 air slashes, so we just have to use 15 more. 2 more agiles, and then we just, yeah. So Mantine's easy. Mantine's probably going to take the least amount of time out of everything else that we have, just by virtue of being low numbers. I think after this we try Abomasnow, and then we just move to Rotom. Okay, I cannot land this, man. This sucks. I like how it's caught unawares and can't move, but we miss our attack. Make it make sense. I mean, I know. It's just pure numbers, but it's just so ridiculous. What? Where? It's the Combee. I can see it. Yeah, look at that fucker. Look at that vivid red. Dude, if I don't stop getting shiny male Combees, bro, seriously, like, that's like the #1 shiny. I have to have like the most. Fuck it, I hate it. I hate it so much. That's the only shiny I get anymore. Is male Combee. Male Combee, man. You can't even evolve it. There's nothing. Oh, they're trolling. It's literally just a trophy. It really is just a trophy. They're actually trolling me. Think of all the hours I've spent. It's glitched. Think of all the hours I've spent on this game, and that's all I can get. The option levels are so hard, but offer interesting challenges. Yeah, but look, it's not that I don't like to do optional or difficult things whenever I play a game. The problem is that especially if it's not a game I'm very familiar with, it becomes very time consuming. And like, I'd rather play a lot of games than really, really burrow deep into one. So even my 14 time has taken a hit because I want to go back to making YouTube content. It just happens that 14 had an extensive story mode I could play through. But like, beyond that, like, I am trying to wean away from just streaming 14 as often as possible. The only reason I streamed Arceus is because we're getting close to the end of it. I fucked up. I'm glad that missed. We're getting close to the end of Arceus. Like, for good. Oh, that's really bad. That's stupidly bad. Alright. Do or die. And it's very likely in another 10 streams of Arceus, maybe something, maybe less, we will 100% Arceus. Because think about it, the trading is only going to take me one stream, right? If we get these 3 Pokemon done, that's it. We're just down to the fossils and then like the last 2 groups of Pokemon. And then maybe we do like 1 or 2 per stream and we just like run around and do shit. I don't know how I'm going to handle it. Because, like, right now, I'm not going to different areas. Like, I'm just staying in one. So we are kind of approaching the end. So that's why, that's the only reason I give Arceus priority. But even Arceus will take a back seat. Like, I'm okay with ditching Arceus if we have other playthroughs going on. I'm so well versed in DK6, the Donkey Kong Country games for us. Yes, I forget that some people have never even heard or played them. Yeah, I've heard of them, but there wasn't really a way for me to play them for the longest. Oh yeah, growing up playing Melee, absolutely. Melee was like this encyclopedia. I will never forget how impactful reading those trophies were, man. Seriously. Melee was this crazy good encyclopedia of all kinds of interesting tidbits and knowledge. You know, like, that's why I really felt bad the trophies didn't come back. You could seriously learn so much. It was like this whole history of this company and all these games and spin-offs. I love that. That was truly like, I really wanted to collect them, and then I lost all my data. It sucks. I never bothered to rebuild it. I was like, well, that was like 4 years of collecting trophies down the toilet. That was it. Sucks, but that's how it is. That's life. You don't have to like it, but you have to accept it. But yeah, I remember seeing a lot of trophies for that. That's a game that a lot of people hold really near and dear to their hearts. It's a pleasure to play them and to actually experience them. Okay. Done with that. I keep forgetting to charge my phone. My phone was in like between 17 and 50% for the last like 3 days. It's so crazy. And only today did I finally like actually hook it up to a charger. It's not, I haven't really gone anywhere either. I just forgot. Okay. We're not gonna fight the alpha. That's a little bit overkill. Who? We could probably fight you. But yeah, we'll play that Saturday, and I will tentatively leave Sunday open. See if we could fence it, if we were to knuckle down and play a lot of it. In fact, we might not even have an Arceus stream next week. Maybe we'll forego it. I don't know. I'll see. Because I did start by saying that I would do the trading, but, you know, like, I don't know. It's not like a huge deal. It's fine. It can be done almost any day. Well, with regards to Ash's time, of course. I have to be courteous, right? But like that's what I mean. Like, it's not the end of the world if I don't do it. If I never played this game again, do I think anyone would ask me to play it again? Someone's gonna ask me in like 5 years. They're gonna discover my channel for a week, and they'll be like, "Hey, are you gonna play more Arceus?" And I'll be like, "I haven't played Arceus in half a decade." Back in the day, I used to get comments like that. Like, hey, are you gonna play this game again? And I remember thinking to myself, like, probably not. Probably not. Probably will not go back to finish this playthrough I started 10 years ago. Just saying. Probably not gonna happen. No disrespect, but yeah, that's not gonna happen. You know, sometimes the window of opportunity closes and it's just closed. Oh fuck, what day is it today? Is it the 11th? Am I bugging? No, it's still the 10th. Oh, I almost had a heart attack. Good. It's the 10th. Fuck me. Maybe just got a shower, clean my dinner now. Yeah, no worries. No problem. Let me drink. Or not drink. Oh my god. Dude. I am not an alcoholic. In fact, my last experience was so terrible, I pretty much have quit drinking. I'm good. I'm really good. My experiment on mixing stuff did not go too well, unfortunately. It was pretty bad. It might have actually been one of the worst experiences I think I've had self-inflicted in my life. I think I'm gonna pass on that for the rest of eternity. Just saying. Plus, it's too expensive. Okay. How many times do we have to use Double Edge? Man, Double Edge is the worst move. All the moves with 5 PP in this game are just terrible. Because you have to stop pretty much almost every 2 to 4 usages just to reload. That's what I mean when I say I'm reloading in this game. Fuck. Wow. Okay. We're about halfway there for strong styles. To be fair, we haven't really been using Obama Snow, right? Oh, we're done with Blizzard. Oh, I did way overkill with Blizzard. I'm supposed to use Woodhammer. Oh, fuck me. I've been using Blizzard non-stop. We're done with that. Oops. So actually, we should use Rotom here. Rotom needs both. It needs Agile and it needs Strong Style. Was it Thunderbolt, I think? So let's just use Strong. Strong is always a... Well, Agile we could just use on whatever, right? Like, we could get into fights with Beautiflies. It doesn't matter. Was it Thunder, or was it... No, it's Thunder Shock? Oh, this game. This game is trolling me, bro. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Alright, cool. We're never using Swift, I could promise you. I just don't have any other moves to give it. Alright, so we're going to have to start fighting water types, which isn't going to be terrible because ice doesn't resist grass, because ice is an amazing type that you should always use. Your entire team should be nothing but ice types at all times. But yeah, Rotom's not going to be bad. There's a lot of Pokemon that you could hit with electric types in this game and get credit. Pretty much almost any flying type that's not Gligar. Like, I just don't understand why grass types have to be weak to flying. Like, that to me doesn't make any sense. Like, I just don't understand that, personally. That to me is, like, such an unnecessary weakness. That you pick Chikorita, and then the first gym you're weak to, and then the second gym you're weak to. And then, technically, Bayleaf is a little bulky, so you're alright for Whitney. And then Morty is poison type, but I don't think any of his Pokemon know poison type moves, at least not in Gen 2. So you can kind of get away. Hold on. Where's Mantine? There we go. Oh, yeah, we need to use one. You could kind of get away with using Bayleaf, but remember, in Gen 2, you don't really learn a lot of good moves on Bayleaf and Meganium. They just fuck it over so unnecessarily. It really is depressing. As a Bayleaf boy, as a Chikorita child, as a Meganium man, I was being trolled from my very first playthrough of Pokemon, and it has not gotten better since, seriously. And that's why I'm going to try to get that universal Pokemon randomizer. I just have to figure out how to mod all the Pokemon that are missing in. I need to figure out what routes I need to change. And what's missing from Crystal specifically. It's probably really stupid Pokemon like Teddiursa and Fanfi. But I would like to at least try to catch most things. I don't know. Like, I really wish that was a mod for Crystal. Like, hey, we didn't really change anything. We just made it so every Pokemon is obtainable. And that's it. And I would love that. Like, nothing else is... I mean, but at that point, you're just... Might as well just mod Heart Gold Full Silver, I guess. Because there's definitely enough routes. There's definitely enough spots. They don't have to reuse Pokemon. You know, like... Or, a lot of these routes in Johto reuse a lot of shit. Let's be fair here. They reuse a lot of Pokemon and a lot of stuff. You know, how many routes are they going to put in? Pidgeotto... Whatever, you know, Kakuna, Weedle, Metapod. By the way, I missed 2 95s in a row. I rolled a 5% twice. Isn't that like a 1 in 400 chance? Because it's 1 over 20 times 1 over 20. That's like a 1 in 400 chance. I just fucking pulled off. That's actually insane. My luck is peaking at low levels. I'm clipping that. That's probably not good enough. That's actually insane that I just rolled that badly twice in a row. Alright, this is our last air slash, so we can start belly flopping. Okay. 11 double edges, which isn't going to be that bad. Actually, we won't even need to reload anymore. I think Apom tries to run anyway. Honestly, it's better to fight lower level Pokemon, so maybe I should work on... we'll just... it doesn't matter. It's just 10 double edges. I was gonna say, maybe we should just go to a low level area. Like we go to Obsidian. Female, by the way. Maybe this would be worth something if Vespiquen wasn't so readily available. I think I need to heal after this, maybe. We definitely need to reload, because if I miss double edge, I'll have nothing to... I'll make no progress. And we could always buy more Hoppo berries. I mean, I guess that's the nice part about this game, is that technically you could just buy all the stuff you need with enough money. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I guess I reloaded it regardless. Like, you could just end up buying all the stuff you need. Like, even if you're not playing the game... As long as you fight the sisters, you just get all the stuff you need, regardless. You don't even have to do anything, really, to get it. Because the sisters are insanely easy to defeat. You joined? No. Oh, I missed. Remember that was like a ton of money and time wasted? It's like, what do you even need the mud balls for then? The only thing that I think mud balls are used for is to make sticky globs. So if you could just buy that, yeah, that's really interesting. I guess they just have a place where you could get it. That's very interesting that like you could just buy the finished product, but you can't buy mud. That's so crazy to me. You can't buy mud. You could buy everything else in this game. Items I've never even used in this game you could buy, but you cannot buy mud balls. Someone literally could make $1 million polka dollars if they just walked outside the village, grabbed a couple scoops of mud, and waited for me to come back. I would literally empty their entire stores. They just wouldn't. It would be too easy. Instead, you have to go to Heatran's lair and walk around for 30 seconds, then leave the area, and then the mud comes back. It's actually interesting, though, because apparently Fion has a chance to respawn, but none of the legendaries in this game respawn if you release them, which is something I assume wasn't the case. I'm pretty sure most Pokemon games try to not do that anymore. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure most Pokemon games will revive legendaries, and if you release them, I think they can be caught again. Maybe. I'm not too certain about that, though. I do know that they started allowing legendaries to respawn, I think, in Gen 4. I think you have to beat the Elite Four, and basically what that does is it refreshes the game, for lack of a better way of putting it. It refreshes the game. And allows certain events to occur again. It's sad, man. It's sad that we didn't get Platinum remakes. Because I think about, like, how you can deck out your house and stuff and how cool all that was. The guidebook I have for Platinum is fucking gigantic. Like... what a shame. What a shame BDSP was the way it was, man. I mean, it's just insurance to never get hyped for a Pokemon game ever again. Thinking it's going to be this epic, crazy game, and it's just not. What a shame. Alright, that's it. Alright, so we're done with Mantine. Abomasnow we could do next, right? We probably should. So we have to use Woodhammer, which means we just have to fight water types. Woodhammer is also a recoil move, and we have to use 35 strong styles. Okay, that's not terrible, I guess. Oh, speaking of which, here's a bunch of water types. Isn't that great? And these don't run. Again, Cobalt is just the best place to level up anything, seriously. You just have everything. You have grass, you have bug types, you have water, you have maybe ground types if you want to look for Graveler, right? You have fire types, which is rare in this game. It just is pretty much the best place to go. Bonk. Back to Hordy Jail. Damn. Alright, that's exactly what I want. I would like Basculin to level up, because this is the Basculin I'm going to use to clean up Basculegion, so we're going to be seeing a lot of it later. I'm probably going to remove Gallade from my party. I don't think I need it anymore. I'm pretty sure, right? Because I used to use Gallade to, like, hit different weaknesses. I think I've already ascertained that I don't need to hit weaknesses anymore like that. I think that era is done. There's no more Pokemon I need to find in the overworld and do that to, so... I'm probably just gonna remove it. Is that it? Just the Walrein. Which maybe we could defeat, but I don't want to chance it. Like, it's gonna use an Ice-type move, and that's gonna hit me neutrally, and I just don't want to be hit neutrally. I know, right? Ice is such an amazing type, excuse me. that ice is weak, or I'm sorry, ice is neutral to itself. Crazy, right? I just feel like every Pokemon type needs at least 2 weaknesses, except for normal. Normal, I understand why they don't give it weaknesses, because it's not effective against anything. But there's still, like, good normal types, normal moves and things like that. Like, there's still good setups for normal Pokemon. It's just grass is ass, man. It's really hard to use with. That's not to say it's, you know, there's no good grass types competitively or whatever, but if you're just doing a playthrough, man, they did not spare you at all. They did not spare you. It's pretty brutal. Oh, I knocked out! What? Oh shit, that is probably the worst Pokemon to do that on then. Because Chansey has, I think, the biggest HP stat next to Blissey. Yeah, that was a mistake. You do not want to fuck with Chansey. Okay. Lesson learned. Thank you. Even I was like, what? Yeah, Chansey's HP is like 400. It's ridiculous. Chansey is like one of the highest HP stats in all of Pokemon and one of the highest special defenses. It's not the Pokemon to do that on at all. Alright. 70 usages does actually not take that long. All things considered. Like, we've only been at this an hour and we're already, like, kind of turboing through that. 70 usages is not a lot. And we did another Pokemon. So if we focus on 1 evolution per stream... Oh, fuck. If we focus 1 evolution per stream, we could probably just turbo through. Especially, what is it? One of them has, like, baby doll. I think they might all have baby doll eyes. So that's just fight a Magikarp. And then just use whatever other moves you're supposed to use. I'll look in a minute here. I think the evolutions are going to be easy. It's just going to be very repetitive. And certain evolutions are just not going to be fun because there's not a lot of moves. Or not a lot of Pokemon that are weak to their moves, you know? They all have baby doll eyes. It's only 15. It's more the agile style. That's really what it is. They all have a signature move that you're supposed to use. And then they all have agile style for 70, which is really... That's really the most annoying thing. Is just agile styling. Like, no matter how you slice it, the 70 goals should be no more than 50. It's really ridiculous. But that's not the worst thing in the world. Some of them obviously are a little easier than others. Oh, Glaceon? Oh, I could... That's not hard. Yeah. Okay, that's the only one I didn't... I didn't evolve a bunch of Glaceons. That's fine. Alright, that's no biggie. Yeah, imagine if that actually hurt you. There is definitely a missed opportunity for Pokemon to actually try and attack you. And I guess they didn't want to make it too difficult. But I think it would be kind of funny if, like... Again, I'm not saying you have to do perfect Dark Souls iframe dodges. I just think it's definitely would be interesting if, like, you had to dodge or just press a button with reasonable timing. Again, if they thought it would make it too hard, I could see them having a toggle. Like, hey, if you don't want to be destroyed, you could just turn it off. But I don't know. Because the fact you take no damage in battle, I don't think it's lame. I just think it's a missed opportunity. I see why once you enter combat, it's like a normal Pokemon game. But yeah. Because they definitely didn't put that in... Well, I guess they did. They put it in for just, like... I don't want to say cosmetic, but you get my point. What's my other Pokemon? Oh, I guess I could have used Rotom. Oh, well. thing is guarding it super hard. Let's go find those Remoraid, right? Which is really annoying. Murkrow, here we go. Celio also works. Very nice. I cannot believe you cannot swim in this game. It's so ridiculous. Like, not even at all. Not even a lick. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, shit. I resist that. I resist that. But now I have to take 2 turns. I have to take 1 to heal. I guess I should use a max potion, actually. This was kind of stupid of me. And I have to reload. I love Woodhammer. Can you tell this is a move I use a lot? My favorite part is that even if you don't take a fire type to Candace's gym in BDSP or DPPT, like, Candace is still easy. Pretty much any starter can just run through her entire lineup of Pokemon. But I'm telling you, the best Pokemon, absolutely, for sure, is Empoleon. 12 strengths, or I'm sorry, 12 resistances out of 17 applicable types is nuts. It's so good. I'm surprised more people don't talk about that. And it gets a priority move that's Stab. And it has really good stats. There were no hidden abilities back then, so like you can't... There's no like, oh, well, its hidden ability doesn't make sense, which is why they changed Empoleon's hidden ability in, I think it was Gen 8 or Gen 9. They changed it from Defiant to Competitive because Empoleon is actually a special attacker. It's not a physical attacker. Which makes sense. And that's how we had that one really annoying raid. Where having an Intimidator actually makes the raid impossible to complete. Oh yeah. I remember that. Of course I do. I remember all these stupid raids. And not just because I streamed them, but because they're just very frustrating. Like, you can't even pick your AI teammates. So if you play with the AI, there's just a chance that the fight is unwinnable. And you just can't win. And then you lose. Yeah, I guess I'll try to sort and figure things out tonight. Do that. I'm glad I got the stream schedule kind of lit up. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna use as the thumbnails for the Ezio trilogy. Actually, what moves do the legendaries have? It's not gonna be fun. I still think I'm not doing it. If not, I'm taking a long ass break. I'm gonna declare it mission complete anyway, because it's like you can't even farm the legendaries. You can't even theoretically release them into the wild and then catch them again. So technically, it is mission complete once every farmable Pokemon's over. I'm just gonna call it mission complete. Like, what's the point? Arceus is given to you for beating the game, so that doesn't really count. You would get Arceus regardless. In fact, just by doing the Arceus mission, you get Arceus Dex completed, but it doesn't matter. They just have it. You can just Dex complete them just by getting them. Alright, goodbye. Charge beaming asshole. Yeah, unfortunately, never mind. I take it back. These 70 move usages is crazy. Never mind. I take it back. I was originally saying it wasn't, and it's not that bad. It's bad. It's manageable. Like, you could definitely do, like, one of these a stream, for sure. And maybe make a good amount of progress on another. But it is pretty bad. It is definitely the worst part of this, and I knew it was going to be the worst part of this, too. I take it back. Sometimes I'm wrong. What I don't understand is why don't they just have like a Final Fantasy 12 style map border? I don't know why they have to make fog enclose around you so you can't even see which way is back. Like, this game is so many weird design decisions. It's ridiculous. It's impossible to see Pokemon on the water, too. You know, I noticed that in a lot of games, I don't know if this is just like a JRPG thing, but like they'll have fish just legitimately float above the water. And I know Final Fantasy does it, I know Tales does it as well. I know that's crazy. Like I said last time, I can't imagine what the next Tales game will be like, since Arise has come and gone. Oh, and they had that DLC for Arise that I didn't buy. I totally forgot about that, and I will never play it. I'm good. The only thing I don't have is this dude doing the Eddie Murphy and pointing the finger to his head. I don't know if I still have that image. And I don't remember what skit it was where he did it either. I also don't know if they intentionally did it or what the fuck happened with that, but that is stupidly funny that they have Doalim doing the Eddie Murphy pose. That's like one of my favorite moments in a Tales game, and it happens for 2 seconds. And I'm not sure if it was intentionally a reference to the meme or if I'm just reading too deep into it. It's so fucking funny. Like, I don't know, man. I think Arise's biggest problem is its gameplay. I could forgive the shitty love story if the gameplay was more solid. Like, I could forgive a love story, you know, whatever. Everyone writes romance differently. I just think romance is usually not very well written. With the whole story hinges on it. I think Final Fantasy IV does a lot of things, and romance is one of them. It might be one of the main drivers, but it's not like the only thing keeping the story going at points. Like, there's other characters, other people you want to see succeed, other things going on. I think that's what makes Final Fantasy IV such an interesting game to play. And such a unique story among the Final Fantasies. And I still think Final Fantasy does really, really bad love stories sometimes. So. Bonk. Alright. Okay, I thought I was gonna sneeze again. That was really, really bad. Yeah, fuck that. If Tales had better gameplay, it's not even the in-battle gameplay. I just think it would have been better. That's another series I really like that I never really do like all the content in. I know that Lightminded was mentioning that a while ago, was like, oh, well, the bonus levels. I mean, like, Tales has a lot of bonus content in every game, and I just never do it. I'm gonna be honest with you, the only Tales game I kind of did a good amount of the bonus stuff in was Tales of Vesperia. Not even Symphonia, just Tales of Vesperia. I like Symphonia's story. I don't like the game. Even back when I was playing it, I was like, well, why can't I run in 3D like the enemies and the AI can? That's like the one thing I wish that they had changed on a remake of Symphonia, which unfortunately will never happen. Like, that's the one thing that's really unfortunate. That and changing characters mid-combat. And I love Symphonia. It's one of my favorite games of all time because, you know, when it was new, It was fucking awesome. It was literally genre redefining. It was so good. I love Tales of Symphonia. It is a beautiful game. A little cheesy sometimes. You know, I think that sometimes they don't want their games to be super depressing. But, for what it's worth, they do try to balance it out. And Symphonia does ask some pretty good questions. It does get a little dark at points. I really like that game. And I just think it, I mean, ironically, it just does what Arise does better. And there's almost 20 years difference between those two games, at least in the West. Alright, I don't know if there's a Remoraid in here. Okay. How many more times do we have to use Woodhammer? One. Okay. I think we're gonna make it, boys. Perfect. Alright, after this, we could use another move. We could use Energy Ball. We don't have to use Woodhammer. So this is the last time we have to use Woodhammer, and then we could just use Energy Ball. We don't have to constantly take recoil damage now. We could just fight things as normal. And then, really, the last Pokemon is Rotom. What was Rotom? 25 and 25 and just a bunch of Thunder Shocks, I guess? I guess we're staying. I guess we're gonna stay here the whole time. That's Russian. Alright, that's Russian. Now be careful, you might trigger the spam, the YouTube's auto spam, by the way, Viv. We used to get a lot of Russian bots in here. No, it's not. Alright, I don't know. That was the best I could do. You beaten me. Is it like Serbian? Bulgarian? I have no idea. Mongolian. Ooh. Well, he beat me. I was never gonna guess that. I used to have a globe. I actually miss. Okay, I do miss some of the little like toys and trinkets I used to have as a kid. I do kind of miss that globe I used to have, but I think one day it just broke. It wouldn't spin anymore. Man, I miss that. I love that globe. That globe was great. You know those like little placemats that they have for kids? That like have the planets and like the states and then a map of the world. I had that when I was like 5 to like 7. Man, I miss those. Those were fun. I like that. It was just cool just to like look at them. Of course, I'm talking about stuff that happened 20 years ago, but hey, I like that shit. That shit was cool, man. I actually saw they still sell those. It's like the same brand. They still sell them 20 years later. I remember I was walking by somewhere in Brooklyn and someone was selling them. So they kept a bunch of them for like 20 years, or like they just genuinely still have them and they still sell them. I think you have to manually throw for Mantine. Yeah, I think you have to manually throw. See, it's actually easier for Mantine. Mantine kind of sticks a little bit lower. Go sell dust, you got enough up your nose. Okay. At least this one's just a me problem and not a bunch, and not adding in a bunch of things like selling it to the kids in the village or whatever we usually put. Yeah, we have to use more. I guess what we could do is let's go fight like Psyducks and Float Souls. Not that it really matters. It's all the same. Whatever Pokemon we fight, it's the same for both of them, basically. Yeah. I mean, Viv, I'm gonna be real with you. There's only maybe about another 10 or 15 streams of this, not even. So, are you prepared? Do you have enough quotes ready? Do you have a Word document full of them? A Google document? That's probably what you should do. You should make a Google document full of like everything. You just copy paste it. You don't have to open up Google Translator. Dude, I hear him, but I don't see him. Okay, anyway, that's why I hate being out in the ocean. Imagine what, like, a Legends Hoenn could look like. Oops, wrong move, but it doesn't matter. Imagine what Legends Hoenn would be like. Legends Hoenn would be such an interesting game to work with. Like, just an entire Legends sub-series would be so crazy interesting. It's a shame that we're never actually going to see it. They could really play up that Groudon Kyogre, like double pack. That would be so crazy. That would be super easy, but like half the game would be surfing. So I guess it kind of makes sense because you would just spend half the game surfing. You got their money already? Oh my god. This is the like some weird timeline canon that Viv has created. It's fucked up, but it's funny. I would never condone such actions, by the way, obviously. Hopefully I don't actually need to say that. This is all just shit posting on a Pokemon stream. A heavy grinding Pokemon stream, obviously. I would never condone you using any kind of nostril candy. I would never do such a thing, honestly. Seriously. Like, not even shit posting. The dust that we are referring to is an upgrade material in this game. Just in case anyone doesn't know that. And they're like, what the fuck? Why would he keep saying this? Why does Viv keep posting this? Yeah, that's why. It's not actually serious. It's not for real. Alright, we're done with that. All that's left is Rotom, and then we're done. Then I'm done for the day. So we probably do strong styles on the Psyducks, and then we do agile style. I mean, we're going to just do the same move agile style. Let's be fair here. In fact, if we could get rid of strong style Thunder Shock, we could do agile style Thunderbolt. Right? Because we're done with the Bomb of Snow. Where's Rotom again? Where the fuck is Rotom? Here we go. Right? Yeah, we don't have to use Thunder Shock 25 times. We're going to be long done with it. We're going to switch to Thunderbolt. Just get it done and dusted. Thunderbolt has 10 uses. I guess we'll keep it around. Technically, we only have to reload less, which will probably make my life a little easier, but we'll start using it once we're done with this. I'm telling Cobalt, I cannot believe Cobalt is like the #1 place to go. I don't even go to like Coronet anymore. Remember when Coronet was crazy? Besides Pokemon's like Crystal for kids anyway? No, that's TikTok. That's TikTok and Fortnite. Maybe back 20 years ago you'd be right. But once we kind of hit like Gen 4, people kind of started getting shaken loose, at least in my cohort. Like, everyone played Gold, Silver, Crystal. Some of my friends were even on it back when it was Red, Blue, Yellow. And then Gold, Silver, Crystal, like, everybody played it. And then Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, Leaf Green, all that stuff. People played that a little bit here and there. And then, like, once we got to Gen, I want to say, like, 5. I'm sorry, Gen 4. Basically, if you weren't, like, a super die-hard Pokemon fan, you probably were jumping ship. Which is fair. I mean, by Gen 5, I was kind of like, what the fuck? And I was already in high school at the time. Like, I was, like, I think 2011. So I was already, like, 2 years into high school or something. I was in sophomore year of high school. And I was like, dude, what are they even doing? Oh, you can't even use the old Pokemon. You know, I felt like they padded the... I already said why I don't like Gen 5 or why I didn't like it initially. And then I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not buying any of this stuff. And then I came back for X and Y. I went to the big event at Nintendo World, New York, with my friends and stuff. That guy made that Digivolve joke, which was really funny. And then, yeah, I played X and Y. I think Y is my most played Pokemon game ever, at like 700 and some hours. Maybe there's more. But think about it. All the time we've spent playing this, I play Pokemon Y for double it. Like, basically, I was playing that game. If I wasn't recording for the channel in 2013, I was playing Pokemon Y. Seriously. I have some insane player time on Pokemon Y. It's actually crazy. Because I used to play it all the time at college and all these other things. That was like my #1 game to play. Back when Ash was the MC on TV. Basically, yes. Basically, like, I guess, again, I don't know many Pokemon anime enthusiasts, but, like, basically anything from, like, the original series up to the end of Johto, I would say is, like, the golden, goated classic era. Hold on, I got an email. Hold on. What the fuck is this? What? Oh, I'm not doing that. Alright, anyway. What was I talking about? Yeah, that was like the goal. I stopped watching. I remember watching the anime. I watched it all the way up to Hoenn. I watched like 2 or 3 episodes of Hoenn, and I was like, yeah, I'm not watching this. I'm kind of done. And in fairness, I was a little burnt out, right? Like, you watch like a couple hundred episodes of Pokemon, you know, over the course of like a couple weeks or something. Yeah, you're gonna be burnt out. You know, like, this is an anime that was weekly, and I was over here chugging episode. This was back when I had my MacBook. So, like, one of the things I started doing with my MacBook is I would stay up super late at night and just, like, play World of Warcraft and watch anime on the side. Yes, it's as bad as it sounds, because, like, remember, it's a one-screen MacBook from 2006. Like, I had WoW in a window and, like, the anime on the other side of the screen. It was pretty bad. By today's standards, you would say you're not even watching the show. Like, it was pretty rough. But back in 2007, 2008, that's the best you did. Like that's all that you could do, basically. So I would watch that on the side. That's how I watched, like, Naruto, because I don't think they got to the end of Shippuden, or the end of Part 1 on Toonami. So, like, once Toonami was gone, I was like, fuck, where am I going to watch anime? So I was, like, watching anime on my laptop late at night and stuff. Yeah, it was bad. It fucked up my sleep schedule for several years, right? And it wasn't until sophomore year of high school that I was like, hold on, why don't I just go to bed stupid early, and then I could wake up and play, like, Xbox at, like, 4 in the morning. Good times. Never got caught either. Fantastic. We got double Alpha Starlies, by the way. I never got caught, which was pretty fucking sweet. Did I see a stream set for the 15th? Yes, there will be a stream on the 15th. If that's the Fallout stream, yes, we are returning to Fallout 4. Correct. Is that it? Strong style? No, we need to do 40. Oh, fuck. That's torture. But yeah, I was watching all kinds of anime back then. I was watching Bleach. I was watching Naruto, like I said. Shippuden really hadn't started, so I was, you know, digging into some other anime at the time. Remember, this is 2007. Like, YouTube is not even in full swing yet. Like, YouTube is just starting to become like this Wild West frontier of people putting content up. Why did I do that? It was a great era. It was truly a great era, man. And there will never be another era like it as long as we live. It really makes me sad. It's too commercialized now. There was no Twitch. It was just Justin TV. Oh, you had to be there. Genuinely, you had to be there. It was just a bunch of motherfuckers who all really enjoyed video games. People would talk about the Xbox 360 and the PS3. Oh, I'm so nostalgic for that era, man. I will always wax poetically about it. Is it wax poetic or wax poetically? I think it's wax poetic. It was just a different environment with an entirely different mindset. People didn't get super offended by every little thing. People, you know, people could take jokes. Man, it was just great. It was a great era. And then the only game I could really play on my PC was Counter-Strike Source. Ugh. Yeah, but poor Ash. His show's over. It sucks. I wonder what made them say we're done with Ash. Like, I wonder what the conversation was at Pokemon TV or whatever their stupid shit is. We're done with Ash. We're not renewing him for an Adventures in Paldea. I mean, to be fair, even at the end of his arc, they barely even went to Galar. I don't even know if they even ran through the Galar plot. It seems like they were just kind of like, yeah, we want to mix it up. We're done just sending him to the new region as like a promotional material. I don't know. Maybe they felt like it was getting played out after 20, almost 30 years. But to me, it's like the end of an era. It's like Ash and Luffy were like the last ones standing. There's a lot of history in the localization of both of their shows. Pretty much everyone else, their shows have come and gone, or they're on like, you know, really ridiculous sequels or stuff. Oops, wrong move. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter, but whatever. It doesn't matter that much. Alright, we're done with that. Well, technically, we're still going to use it, but whatever. Oh, wow. Nothing respawned, huh? Damn, that's pretty brutal, actually. I mean, fortunately, Thundershock is still good enough for most situations, so we could still get away with it, basically. Like, yeah. $50 power versus 60. Yeah, Agile style Thunderbolt still does more damage. Seriously, that's so good. So insanely good. So it's gonna be a it's gonna be a one shot no matter what I do. Which is exactly what I need. You just want to move first, Rotom's pretty fast, hit it hard, and then be done. I got to find a good anime stream that I could either buy by the month or buy by the show so I could see Bleach 1000-Year Blood War. I think Disney owns the rights to Bleach, which is really fucking weird that they own the rights to Bleach at all. Bleach is not the kind of anime I would expect to tell you that Disney owns. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because Bleach is kind of mature a little bit, and Disney adaptations like on XD generally tend to be very like toned down. I think the Naruto Shippuden dub for Disney XD was like really bad. So yeah, I don't know. Pretty much no matter, I don't think there's like any real good like anime watching things. I think they all probably have their shady practices or weird shit. Oh, I did not want to do that. So I wish I could give you good advice on that. Are Hulu and Disney Plus now merged? Or is Hulu still separate? I can't remember. Like, I'll be honest with you, I haven't kept up with almost any of this. Alright, this is only a 2-shot. Because Drifblim is, special defense tanky. Alright, this is only 7 more. Then we'll switch it over. I guess we're just not gonna fight Drifblim. It's probably not the best idea. We'll probably just hold off on that. We'll just do it now just because I've already started it, but I'll probably avoid Drifblim. So, oh wow, that's because a couple levels lower. Very nice. There's also the Murkrows, if I wanted to go mess with them. I guess that's also pretty much an easy one as well. But yeah, there's no anime I'm really looking forward to watching at the moment. Like, I'm just trying to play catch-up on One Piece, which is just going to be the recurring thing. It's almost been a year since I started One Piece, basically, and I'm playing catch-up. You know, I took a little bit of a break, right? Took a little bit of a break. I can't watch 1,000 episodes of something non-stop. Like, to me, that's just complete burnout. And I don't really read manga. I just enjoy anime more. The mouse does have light. Yeah, I'm not kidding. No, they do. I'm pretty sure that they do. At least in English. Or it's some weird shit like that. Because they can't leave anything alone. So of course they're gonna fuck everything up. I mean, bro, like, haven't you seen what they're doing to Star Wars? You know why I don't bitch about the Acolyte? Because, like, at this point, what am I gonna say about the Acolyte that I didn't already say about everything else they've done? That's why, like, my, you know, Gundam Otaku will come in and be like, oh, so I heard on the new episode the Acolyte. I'm like, oh god. Like, I'm not mad at him. It's just like, what am I supposed to say about it? It's the fucking Acolyte, dude. Like, it's Star Wars. It's Disney Star Wars. There's nothing else I can say about it, bro. Like, at this point, it's beyond trash. It's a parody. It's therapy for the people that work on it. They don't need to write for Star Wars. They need to see a therapist. But, I mean, like, and then they get mad when you don't watch it. It's like, well, fuck. Like, make something people want to watch. And to me, the real thing that cements it is that when Cameron Montague came out, I think it was 2 years ago when they first announced the Acolyte, and Jedi Fallen Survivor hadn't come out. When he came out, and he was talking about it, you know, he's making jokes, oh, will there be a pawn show, things like that. Everyone loves him, they applaud him. You would believe that this dude was like, this dude is crazy. It's so good. I was so happy for him, you know? Especially since I played his game super late. But, like, it was so cool seeing him come out and embrace this role, and he's funny, you know, he's funny, he's with the fans, people love him, they love all the cast, right? Like, I know people shit on Deborah Wilson for being in everything, but no one complains about anyone's race or gender in the Star Wars Fallen games. They don't care. It's great. First thing they come out with the Acolyte is how gay and how woman-centric it is. You know, and then they wonder why people don't show up. It's boring. I get bored of it, bro. I get bored of it. I'm tired of everything being a venue for the message. Like, and they just don't get it. And then they got mad at the South Park joke for making fun of them. When in reality, the South Park was hilarious. But I just don't like most of the entertainment media anyway. They made fun of the people making The Simpsons for listening to fan feedback. That's how you know they're all scum. Secondly, they're based out of California, specifically Hollywood. That's how you know they're all pieces of shit. I like how Mantike just falls straight down, by the way. That's really funny. They're all pieces of shit. They're all irredeemable. But yeah, I know that there's a Disney XD dub of Bleach that's apparently really terrible. So good luck with that. And that's why it doesn't make any sense. Why the fuck would you put Bleach? Like, how could a kid-friendly company even handle something like Bleach, bro? It makes no sense. And it's just, in America, we just have a really poor infrastructure for anime. We just have really weird companies, like, you know, 4Kids famously changing entire sections of the One Piece dub, which is just nuts, right? Like, I learned the full extent of it about a year ago, and even I was like, bro, okay. I like dubs. I'm the first person to say I'd rather listen to it in English than Japanese, but holy fuck, dude. They're cutting out entire sections of the story and then having to rewrite later portions of the dub to make sense with their current cuts. And once I heard that, I'm like, oh, nah, bro, you gotta be kidding. I thought it was just some weird line rewrites or something. I was like, okay, that's lame, but it's not, like, life-ruining. No, it's pretty bad. Because if they had run long enough, things wouldn't make sense because they cut episodes out. So if you even watch the 4Kids cut, they didn't get far enough for it to matter. I don't even think they got to Arabasta. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But, like, shit didn't even make sense. Like, why would you cut out portions of the anime? I don't know what the reasoning was, but they never got beyond Arabasta. I don't even know if they finished it, and honestly, that's probably for the best. It's trash. Absolute trash what they did. Pokemon, they got rid of Veronica Taylor for something. I forget what specifically. It was like some weird dispute over licensing or something, and so they changed Ash's voice actor, I think like halfway through Advanced Generation or something. And Veronica Taylor still does voice acting. She was in what is it? Fire Emblem, Three Houses. She's Manuela. And I guess by extension, Three Hopes, without looking. But it just sucks. It really does. Well, let me see if I can grab this. Perfect. Okay. They really should make an evolution for every type, by the way. I think I would really enjoy that. It won't happen. Yes, we would have 19 evolutions for this one Pokemon. And my answer to that would be, and? Oh no, what are you... They're gonna make 1,000 Pokemon? What do you want them to do? Yes. That's it, right? Yeah, okay. Just 30 more. But Bleach is okay. I think Bleach has a really good style to it. That's the one thing that, like, I talk about with my friends all the time, unfortunately. Like, Bleach will have really good openings, and Ichigo is a really cool protagonist. Like, I don't think Bleach's story falls that hard. I'm a little bit more lenient to it. But, yeah, a lot of people don't really like Bleach's story. I don't hate it as much, but yeah. I do think a lot of times they end up with ridiculous amounts of filler. And that's one of the things I wish Naruto had not done so much, is have a billion volumes and a billion episodes, or specifically episodes of filler. Like, I think that Naruto would have been much better if a lot... Like, they have one filler arc where Naruto meets the Six Tails. And I'm like, well, why is this not the basis for, like, an entire arc or multiple arcs of the anime? You know, like, trying to save all the different tailed beasts and stuff. Like, that could have been something. Could have had some of the characters who otherwise don't get a lot of screen time. We could have given them more screen time, so the show doesn't just devolve into the same two characters. And that's something I like about Black Clover, is that Black Clover is not afraid to not have an arc where Asta is not the main focus, or it's not afraid to have an arc where Asta's not the main focus. And I think that's a strength. I think that's a plus. It's totally okay to have an arc, or to, you know, have a bunch of characters, like 10, 20 characters that you all care about. There's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. I think Shonen falls into that pitfall really easily, quite frequently. It's like how Dragon Ball just becomes the Goku show and everyone else. It's like, okay, well, there used to be characters here. Most of them are just leftovers from Dragon Ball, and they just don't really ever get to do anything ever again. Tournament of Power did try to fix that a little bit, which I can respect. I did like that about the Tournament of Power. It did try to have other characters in it. But for the most part, it's just one of those things. It's like, you know, if you're going to introduce me to a cast of 12 individuals, try to use them. I know that, you know, some characters die, or maybe they go away, or maybe you can't really figure out how to get them into the evolving story. But don't just focus on 2 characters. Now, it's okay to have a smaller cast. I won't say that that's a bad thing inherently. But it is one of those things, it's like, you introduce us to all these characters, and then, like, we basically never need to know anything about them. So, what was the point? And that is unfortunate. I just find it really sad, but whatever. What is that sound effect? Seriously. Alright, Starlies we could use Thunder Shock on. There's apparently also like a lot of really good Gundam games on the PS2, which... Oh shit. Okay. There's a lot of good Gundam games on the PS2. Those like mid-2000s anime games, they really tried hard on a lot of them. It's actually really nice. You definitely know you got your money's worth. I feel the same about the Yu Yu Hakusho game on Game Boy Advance. Even though it only goes up to the Dark Tournament arc. Which sucks, because like I really like the Sensui arc. I just hate that it basically ends up kind of being the Dark Tournament arc again. That's really the most unfortunate part of Yu Yu Hakusho. Is like, they definitely had that peak, and it's okay to like revisit the aspects of your peak that made it really good. But I feel like they were just always in the shadow of it pretty much every episode thereafter. I thought the Chapter Black tape was such a crazy concept. Oh well. Unfortunately, that's how most anime go. It is what it is. You get a couple good episodes, you get a couple good seasons. I'm not complaining. Watching Yu Yu Hakusho on Toonami is one of my fondest memories of being a child, or from my childhood. So, that and like all the unique, truly wonderful games I used to play as a kid. Like every summer was just an adventure in video gaming. It was such a great time. It was either summer camp, come home, play video games, or just play video games. Probably, what, one more reload? Absolutely. I like how they make it so easy to get behind them. You just gotta approach them from a really weird angle. If you approach them from a weird angle, you could run right behind them. That's why I like one-off animes. I get that. I like the longer running ones. I like anime that you could watch from like good entire chunks of your life. But it's sad. It seems like that's not really something that Shonen Jump really wants to publish or work with anymore. Apparently their new rule is that if you need to have something really cooking by chapter 20, or they cancel you. And to me, it's like, chapter 20 in most manga is like nothing. Nothing's happened, really. So, like, for example, chapter 20 in One Piece is apparently just Orange Town. Like, not even sure what they're doing in Orange Town. Apparently, I think it's Zoro fighting the cat guy or whatever. Like I said, I talk about this with my friends all the time. It's either a Naruto discussion or a One Piece discussion. But for what it's worth, I mean, like, it is interesting. You know, it's one of those things. It's not the same as it used to be. Now, this is a freebie. Might as well just do this. Because Burmy doesn't flee, so we might as well just... I don't think it flees. No, it does not. I like how getting Burmy and getting Munchlax in this game is way easier than actually playing BDSP. Even in BDSP, it's still annoying to get a Munchlax. And you have to get one in order to complete the dex, I'm pretty sure, right? So you could do stuff in the survival area, I'm pretty sure. I'm not fighting that. That probably wouldn't go well for me. Like, one-off anime can be good. I won't say it's bad, but it's not something I really strive for. It's not something I'm, like, super enamored with, if that makes sense. I much prefer having longer form content, I guess. I guess that's just always been me, right? Even when I make my own stuff, I prefer longer form sessions. I like longer form videos, too. So, like, if I watch a video on YouTube, I much prefer something that's like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours long than something that's short, sweet. You're done with it in a few sessions, or like, you know, in a few minutes. You know, I like kicking on something really long and just kicking back, having a good time, eating some food, playing some games on the side that, you know, aren't too mentally taxing or whatever, right? So, like, for example, World of Warcraft is a perfect game. Final Fantasy, you know, if I'm doing roulettes, is a perfect game, right? Oh, he's glitched. See, he's not running. So here, I'll let this guy run. Yep, and then he just flies away. That's actually a glitch in this game that they do that. They should move, but the game, I guess, never calculates that they should start running. So they will fly away or disappear or whatever they need to do to escape. Oh shit, it's an alpha? It's so funny. I think we've already acquired a shiny Rotom at this point, right? Rotom is a little rare. I don't really go the areas where it spawns, so that's why. There we go. Barely even touched her sticky lobs. I haven't been looking for any anime, so my list of a good one is old. I mean, yeah, it's the same for me. I haven't really been looking too much. I'm gonna just spend the next decade catching up on stuff from the 2000s I never played or never watched. Like, I just don't like new stuff like that. And that's fair. I mean, look, if that's how it's gotta be, that's how it's gotta be. You already know how I feel about Star Wars. Shit. You know how much stuff I didn't get around to in the 2000s, and now I miss the 2000s and the early 2010s? Now it's kind of like, dude, it's like a breath of fresh air. You could look back on a lot of TV shows from that era, and they did a lot of stuff. What the fuck? They did a lot of stuff that they could not get away with today, and I think that that's just entertaining. It's like a completely different era. It's like when Looney Tunes suddenly became this thing that they had to put, like, censor warnings in front of and shit. Now, granted, they did say they weren't going to censor it, but you know why they have to put the warning. I was 6 and 7. Listen, I'm not the one that was, like, getting mind broken over Looney Tunes. I used to think that shit was great. Imagine watching cartoons that your grandparents used to watch and they used to enjoy. And that's what was kind of cool. It was like a bonding experience, you know? They all knew these cartoons because they all, you know, they didn't watch them all the time, but they knew what they were. That was awesome. And the jokes still land. Even if you don't know who some of these characters are, they're pretty iconic. They're pretty funny. It's like a gateway into a completely different America. That's the way they say art truly endures. Seriously. It's never going to die. Okay. Alright, this is the last one, and then we're actually done for the day. Goes without saying that pretty much we only went to one area and we accomplished everything we needed to do because this area really just has everything you need. So, no biggie. We got it done. We got it out the way. Next stream of this, I'm going to coordinate with Ash. We'll see what happens. Maybe it'll happen on Sunday. Maybe it'll happen on another day. We'll have to wait and see. I will coordinate at some point and we'll just trade back and forth until we accomplish it. Because as of right now, we have 3 Pokemon done. We caught one. The shiny? Yeah. That was a while ago. That was like over an hour ago. I haven't even talked to this dude in an hour. There you go. 3 Pokemon. I don't think I've ever turned in 3 Pokemon at once like this, so let's relish in this. We are now at 81.82%. And we did literally all the Pokemon I said I was going to do today, just not in that order. So this is... What day is it today? The 10th? Yeah, so next time we will do Rampardos, Shieldon, and Bastiodon. So I guess I will set up for it now. Just so that way I can have it organized. By the way, that we never got another one of those space distortions. We probably were close, but whatever. It's not a big deal. I don't really even care, honestly. At this point, it's like, yeah, who gives a shit? Okay. Green Zubat. Yeah, I love it. I love how we're just getting non-stop shinies here. Permanently. Green Zubat. Shiny Kadabra, maybe a shiny over here, possibly. I think that looks normal. I love it. I love that we just get shinies showing up non-stop, because most of the Pokemon I have in here are just shinies. All right, where did our buddy Combee go? Seriously, there it is. Okay. All right, so we're done. We could just get rid of these Pokemon. They've served their purpose admirably. So next time, what did I say? What was it? Shieldon, Bastiodon, and whatever? Where the fuck did I put it? I think I have a Shieldon that I could use to do this, right? I'm pretty... Not Shellos. There we go. I have 4. Which one was it that I said that was the good one that I want to work with? I don't even remember. I think it was this one, right? It must be this one. Because I imported this. Yeah, this is 110. Okay, perfect. This is the one that I'm going to use. 110. So do we even have a Bastiodon? I guess I have to evolve it and trade it back and forth. Rampardos. Do I even have a Rampardos? No. Do I have a Cranidos that I could steal? There you go. We have a bunch that we could evolve. The question is it big enough? That's the real question. 3 feet. (3'1"? Is 3'1" good enough? I have no idea if 3'1" is good enough or not. What's the average height for a Cranidos? Yes, those are very tall Crenidoses. Yes, absolutely. So, Rampardos is going to be easy, because we could just trade back and forth. Can you even find this thing in the wild? No. Unless it shows up maybe as a really rare spawn from a... These are the worst Pokemon, seriously. Number of heavy specimens. Alright, we actually need to use Ancient Power. So that's gotta be the first thing I do next time, is I have to use Ancient Power a bunch. And then we'll actually use them in the field. So I have to use Ancient Power just a few times first, and then we'll trade. Okay. I have to remember this, because I'm going to forget, because I'm very forgetful. And obviously, I don't even know when this next stream is going to be. So it'll be very easy for me to sit here and be like, oh, yeah, this will be really great. It'll be really easy to do, and then I'll totally forget. In fact, let me talk to the lady one more time. Okay, these guys are kind of high level, so we could just use Ancient Power on them. But this is, I think, the only big one I have, so I have to trade it back and forth. Alright, so let's... I think I could temporarily take out Gallade. I don't really think we're going to use it that much, and we'll have Weavile if we need to actually, like, run. I think we'll be fine without Gallade. Just saying. Okay. What else? Should we just do the Ancient Power now? What time is it? I guess not. We'll save it for next time. Okay. I have to remember that. In fact, let me actually just write it in. I'm going to put this right below the next stream's objectives. Use Ancient Power on Shieldon first, then trade. Back and forth. Okay. Hopefully I remember that. I mean, I will. If I write it down, I definitely will. Alright. That's pretty much it. Save again. Okay. Alright. Heroic Age, The Girl with the Third Eye, Knights and Magic, and all the Macross shows and older Gundams. I definitely need to watch. There's a lot of Gundam shows I need to watch, and Gundam Otaku will not let me live that down. That I really just like the Universal Century timeline. He will not let me live that one down, ever, unfortunately. Alright, I want to thank everyone who showed up. Viff, Light-Minded, Devin, Ash, much appreciated. Thank you all for showing up. I really do enjoy shooting the shit, having a fun time. Next time we'll do the trading. We just have to do a little bit of trading at the start. I'll do the Ancient Powers first, and then we'll trade Ash, and then I'll run back and just try to finish off everything else to do with the fossils. And then once we're done with the fossils, we're just in a complete post game. It's going to be absolutely outlandish. Yeah, like, comment, sub, follow if you're on Twitch, all that good stuff. All right? All right? Okay, tomorrow will be the mystery stream. I hope to see you all there. If not, have a good evening. Enjoy yourselves.